Tea time. Did you hear the story the woman told about how she was living young and free in Los Angeles, enjoying life and just making the best out of everything when her friends decide she need a boyfriend and they have the perfect person for her? They call her up and tell her, "Oh, we got this guy we want you to meet. He lives in Portland." She's like, "Scratch. I don't want to do no long distance relationship. Come on now. Leave me alone about that." They leave her alone about it, no big deal. Then some time passes and they call her back. Guess what? The guy we was telling you about, he's in town. Let's do a double date. It's gonna be so much fun. You're gonna like him. She's like, all right. So the day comes for the date and she decides to cancel. She's like, I got another date. I'm gonna go out with this guy. I already know him. So the guy leaves and she doesn't give a second thought about him. Then those same friends call her back and was like, "It's birthday time. Let's do Jamaica this year. Are you in?" She's like, yeah, I'm going to Jamaica with y'all. That's right. So time comes to go to Jamaica. And she's on her way there, her journey there, and she has to fly through Panama to get to Jamaica for some reason. And while she's in line in Panama and in their customs, a guy taps her on the shoulder, and she turns around and he's like, "You dropped something," and she looks down. It's her eyeliner. She's like, "Okay, thanks." So as they go through customs, they have to go through these kiosks, to declare, make some declarations and things like that. And he's right next to her. So after she's finished, he comes up to her and he's like, "Are you staying in the resort?" And she was like, "Well, I'm actually staying in some villas with my friends." And he's like, "Man, my Wi-Fi is not working. I don't really know where I'm staying. I don't really know where I'm going." And she's like, "Well, try to use my phone because my Wi-Fi is working." And he's like, "Okay," but he's not able to make any calls because he can't remember the phone numbers. Well, an airport employee overhears him and is telling him, it's okay. We have a Wi-Fi lounge. Let's get you set up so you can, figure out what your next steps are. They get on the plane and she's gone. And when she arrives in Jamaica, she goes out, she meets her friends in the parking lot, like, "Let's do this, let's have some fun." And they're like, "Hold on a second, we can't go yet. Some other people coming in, different flights came in, so let's just wait a second for the rest of the party to come." So as she's standing there just smiling and excited to be about her business and enjoy her friends, she turns, and it's the same guy that she met in Panama. He looks at her. And it's like, oh, so you just gonna leave me stranded in customs? You didn't even wait to see if I was gonna be all right, if I was gonna be able to figure this thing out. And she's like, "Oh, whatever." And then she says once they got into their ride to head to the villas, she thinks for a second, she has this feeling, and she turns to her friends, "Is that the guy y'all was trying to set me up with that long time ago?" And they was like, "Yeah, it is. That's him. And she was like, "Oh my God." So during their time in Jamaica, he is like falling in love. He's telling everybody, "That's my wife. That's my wife. I'm telling y'all, that's my wife." He's very intentional. He's very caring about her. And she's like, "Okay, I kind of like him." So once they leave and they go back to their respective homes, she's still in LA, but this time he's living in Colombia. And he tells her, "It don't matter. I'm going to fly you out over here so we can go on some proper dates." So she does. She goes to visit him and they have a great time. Next thing you know, he's like, "We got to make this right. I'm going to move to Los Angeles so I can be with you." And he does. And they have such a wonderful relationship together that they decide to start a new life together in Houston. And that's where they are today, totally in love and happy.